Hello, my name is Chatelier, welcome back for another episode of Colombian Space Initiative Supreme Ruler Ultimate, and in previous episode we did do a massive assault over here in San Diego, and we didn't actually have that massive casualties. There's a few units that need to be repaired, but for the most part we are quite fine. And actually, where are they moving? Oh, they're moving to there to be repaired. Actually, that's going to work a bit better for us. There we go, they're sending in some reinforcements. Then we've got a lot of tanks over here, actually. Are they resupplied? Yeah, they are. Okay, good. At least most of them are. I think I'm going to entrench these over here. The tanks, that is. And this crow probably needs to go get some repairs, so I'll send you do that. We can move you forward to provide a bit more protection on the flank. And honestly, we've got the infantry there. What we could do is we could get a bit more in close proximity before we attack too much. Oh, I can hear some air combat. I'm not... Oh, down here. Oh no, it wasn't even air combat. It was just shooting down. Plane in a barrel or something. Okay, we've got a tote gun over here. We can probably move you slightly closer. I still haven't started going towards Columbus or anything like that here. I'm sure that we will in due time. It's just, there's just so much time that I can focus. I can just focus so much into various locations. Now you should be able to transport yourself over, right? Research breakthrough. We got the advanced tank designs level 2, and we lost some territory. Okay, so advanced tank designs, that should unlock another one. Ah, laser cannons. It's a long-term research for sure, but that should unlock more tanks, I reckon. It's a USA tank. That's multiple. Okay, so let's just put that into research queue, and I reckon there's going to be a new... No, there's no new tank design for us. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, the worldwide units are just not very common, unfortunately. So if you're not playing as a major nation or nation that gets a certain tech group, then you are mostly not going to have a lot of troops, unfortunately. Bring in a bit more crows closer. That's going for repair. The repair should be done relatively soon, I reckon. Now the question is, do we go from here, or I think we'll want to attack from the east first. So we can take some of these areas without too much intervention. Then we'll start attacking from south as well. Or I suppose I can do it at the same time. I can use these to do a couple attacks on the garrison there and slowly destroy it. We'll move the crows over there. We can move in a tank over here, or a couple of tanks over here to do protection of the flank there, or guarding the flank there, and these tanks can move into attacking Laguna Beach. Destroy at least one garrison worth of units there, or until we run out of supplies, and then pull back, resupply, and try again. In the meanwhile, these crows... actually, I suppose we could borrow the crow down here, so we'll entrench you there. So there's going to be 11 crows, and that should be plenty of firepower. We've got some... Oh, we've got another crow over here that just repaired. I'm just going to move it further north. Oh, and we've got supply depots in Las Vegas. That's going to be good, because that's going to give us a lot more reach around, or along the railway there. Like, sure enough, we already got supplies all the way here, more or less. Not particularly good supplies, but the USA doesn't have any supplies here in the... Is that the Grand Basin? It could be. But yeah, it's not a particularly friendly area in terms of supplies. Let's entrench you back here, so we'll destroy at least about 2 garrisons worth of units there. Right, we've got the crows here, right? Yeah, we've got 11, so it's time to move in on the railway and start hammering on the garrison there. With the help of artillery, this should go relatively quickly. Another tank has been repaired. I'm going to start moving them closer. You know what? You can probably stay over there to have a bit more firepower on the flank there, but you need to pull back. Luckily, these are fast enough so that they can get their retreat done before they take too much extra damage while retreating, and thus changing the direction that they go into, which is sometimes very annoying. I know that there are ways to go around that a little bit, but they are taking a lot of time and effort to actually try to avoid a behavior. I mean, to be fair, the AI does suffer from the same behavior from time to time. And with that, we have killed quite a few enemies, so I probably shouldn't be complaining too much. But I'm going to complain a little bit anyway. Right, we can get to okay. Into that town anyway. We got infantry in here. Ooh, I thought I was moving all of them, but I guess I wasn't. We send those two to be repaired. We got another crow over here that we can move into the combat. San Bernardino. Are you need to pull back. We can entrench these over here. Seems to be a lot of fighting in there. Are we being bombarded or something? No, I don't think so. No, most of them are intact. A bit more area guarded by the troops there. We can move in the air guns. Actually, where is the closest airfield now? Because I haven't seen a lot of planes moving about here. I mean, I suppose something like Salt Lake City, yeah, that has aircraft production there. Speaking of aircraft production, I could probably start building more planes here. Actually, it's not too badly damaged. I suppose I could repair a little bit. Shouldn't take too much of our money. And then start building some... I think we're just going to go with interceptors right now. The question is, that has a longer range, but less damage. So I think I'm going to start building more fulcrums. The tanks have run out of supplies. These tanks have probably been resupplied, so let's get over here and destroy another garrison or two. Okay, so the infantry managed to win that combat. These two could use some repairs. You can be sent to join that. That should be probably sent. Will be sent for repairs, and over here we got another crow that can be sent over. I think we might be able to win that combat. Considering that, yeah, we did. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to send one of them into Laguna Beach, and then pull back. Resupply, and then we're going to start attacking to Newport Beach. I suppose I could attack Ontario. Yeah, we'll just give orders to entrench there. It's quite a bit of troops. We are going to take some rather hefty damage, I reckon. Oh, no. Entrench. I don't want you to get out of there. Oh, the crow needs to retreat. And go get some repairs. So over here we actually take a bit more damage because we don't have that many crows anymore in a stack. But for the most part they're still doing quite fine. I'm pretty sure that we can take LA today. Of course the crows are going to be the first ones into the combat. We can send in the tanks over here to assist with the combat. And push in further. I think we're going to take that, then we can... Actually, we can probably go into Corona. And then attack the garrison in Fullerton. Then Pomona. And one by one just take them. Right, let's move you in there. We can probably move the tanks around to protect the flank still, and then these three can be sent into the town. We didn't actually push those too far forward, did we? Or rather, we didn't destroy the... Oh, no, we were bombarding that tractor. It can fight back, but not well. Looks like we're doing pretty good in terms of units here right now, so let's get into Ontario. Not the state, though. That's still a bit further away. Upgrade defense, 33 days, and we're going to get that. So about a month, and exoskeleton is going to be 90 days. Not entirely sure if that's going to unlock a unit for us or not. Technically it should, but it might not. Just to give you sitting in there for the time being. There's another truck that has been pushed out by the looks of it. And we got the infantry now joining the battle. I think we're going to go over to Pomona next so we can attack that one. And over here we have resupplied. So let's get into the town. There's only 5 garrisons in Newport Beach. Of course, we are going to have a bit of a problem with supplies, I reckon. So we can probably destroy 1 or 2. And then retreat, get resupplied and all that. Although with that amount of supplies in there, 34%, I think we might actually just be able to stay in there. I mean, I suppose we'll need to retreat some of the troops, so we don't lose anyone. Okay, well that's another combat, victory. We're going to start attacking Santa Ana. That's going to be a lot of garrisons though. But it looks like Newport Beach is going down quite nicely. And let's go ahead and send a bit of assist on Santa Ana. Or in the combat over there, rather. We're going to send you to be repaired. Let's send the Crow to be repaired there. That seems to be somewhat damaged. We've got some units over here that we can move forward. And honestly, we are just steamrolling right now. Let's have a look. What is the military approval rating? Is that 71%, so that's plummeting. Alright then. Now here's the question. Maybe I should send you aside, and I'm going to start attacking from the south now. So Huntington Beach, then Anaheim, Pasadena. Then we're going to maybe take Long Beach or something like that. I might be able... Oh, Long Beach is actually military facility, so we might want to use some tanks on that one. Speaking of tanks, we've got them over there, but we'll use the infantry first to take out the cities. The tanks can then go... Once we start moving towards Anaheim and Pasadena, the tanks can go and clean out Long Beach. And that should actually work quite well. So how many? We got still 8 tanks down here. They must have been resupplied already, and we got infantry over here that we can start moving north. So let's do that, shall we? Some tanks over here that can probably do a bit more protection on the flank there. Did we? Oh no, we didn't actually even take all that much damage over here because the Crows seem to be... Most of them have gotten promotions already. So they don't really take that much damage, and since the military support of the enemy is dropping, that is actually giving us a bit of an advantage in the combat. Because I'm pretty sure that that does affect their effectiveness. Not like a massive effect, but it does play part in that, and not to mention then of course the promotions make our units more effective as well. So overall it's going to get easier and easier with this stack here. Alright, we can send in the tanks over here, destroy the garrison in Long Beach. It is 7 units there, but we should be fine. We can move in the artillery a few steps closer, and Long Beach is already falling. Okay, Crow, you can go to be repaired. Now the infantry is arriving. So Pasadena is actually putting up a bit of a fight there. I'm sure that we'll manage. We can move in some infantry closer, so we can maybe attack LA and Burbank at the same time. Of course, those units will still take some time. Okay, so Pasadena, there's one more garrison in there that has full strength. And we're not really taking much casualties here. How good of a supply... Oh, we're still full combat time on these, so we've been resupplying faster than we're using our supplies. Well, that's always lovely. Let's get you to Santa Ana, and you can get over there. There we go, so that's captured. Let's actually entrench you there. Send these to entrench over here as well, so we can attack on both of these at the same time with different stacks. We got another Crow that has been repaired. Let's move you closer. I suppose we do have 3 of them here. So I'm just going to move them to Pomona and move these forward. Entrench in Pasadena, and you can entrench in the next town over. So that's a lot of garrisons, but with some help from the other group, we should be fine. We can even send these Crows to entrench in Pasadena. And slowly but surely we are pushing forward. Yeah, there we go. LA is slowly falling. We completed barracks at Campeche. Oh, right, yeah, I wanted to get some more supplies in here, potentially. So that's why I built it. I forgot that I had started building that, though. Oh, hello. It'd be a shame if someone killed you. There we go. We got rid of that one. Oh, and there is at least one elite force unit over here that needs to be repaired, and another one down here. Well, that's technically Green Beret. But yes, there's a lot of enemy units here. Oh, they got a Timberwolf there. Well, that might explain a little bit of the firepower that they have. Although the Timberwolves aren't actually that great units. I mean, they're decent. They can cross river and all that, so it's like... It's not a bad unit by any stretch of imagination, really. For the current amount of, or the current level of weaponry that is available. But it's not quite massively good either. Right, let's go to Burbank. With that, we got the firepower, we can probably destroy those garrisons rather quickly, and then over here we can send in the tanks to attack Inglewood, and I suppose we can send you to LA. So, have we dropped there? Oh, 64% military approval rating now. It is dropping rapidly. Excellent. Excellent. The Crow over here needs to go get some repairs because it's taking quite heavy damage already. We'll need to start gathering up some troops to actually do assault on Hesperia over there. I suppose we've got a lot of tanks around it, don't we? Send everyone in there, and the tanks over here are doing mostly okay. There's a lot of destruction, that's for sure. I didn't actually check. How many units have United States lost? Over 9,000 now. Over 9,000? Sorry, that reference that needs to be made whenever something is over 9,000. Right, let's get you to Santa Monica. And then I'm just going to take the Crows from here. I'm going to leave the infantry protecting the flank for the time being. Because it's still 11 units, that should be more than plenty against 4 garrisons. We might take enough damage to send 1 unit to be repaired, well, and that should be mostly alright. We can send you into Inglewood, and the last one over there, Agora Hills, is going to get destroyed soon enough. We're moving our artillery a few steps closer. You're going for repairs, it seems. Oh, and we did already destroy the garrison here, excellent. So we can take that one, and move over there. We do need to move in some units over here to protect the flank, but yeah, we didn't take too much damage in this. Let's get into Palmdale. Yeah, that's going quite nicely. There's still a little bit over here, and then after that it's going to be not quite as populous area. We need to get towards San Francisco and all that. But that's surely not too bad, right? There we go. Let's get you in there. We can probably send this to be repaired. The infantry is probably ready to attack Moore Park, and you can get into the crossroads there. We can send in one of these to be repaired, and then we're going to use the tanks in unison with the infantry there. And we don't even need to give them the entrenchment order because there's only 7. But yes, this feels like quite a victory already, although we still have probably quite a bit of war to go, but if we can keep this up for a while, which I'm not entirely sure that we can, but if we can, then we might be able to win this war without going to Washington, D.C. At least in theory. Whether it's going to happen is an entirely different thing. Are you in... Yeah, you don't have combat time. Do you even have supplies there? Basically none. Let's just pull you back to the city. The infantry should be able to destroy it. Little by little, that Crow is taking quite heavy damage. So I think I'm going to pull you back, send you to be repaired. The Bakersfield, I think it's going to fall soon enough. Move you over there. Do we have more troops repaired? We do. Let's move you back to LA, and you can get into the city here. It's going to be some garrisons in here. A total of probably 7. That should be fine. We got resupplied all the units over here. So what we can do is we can start attacking from north. Yeah, we can destroy that garrison rather easily. You can now get into the city here in Bakersfield. I think we need to wait for some reinforcements though. The stack has been under fire quite... No, actually I don't think we can wait because there's some enemy artillery firing from somewhere. We need to push out to find where it is. It might be in Delano. No, it's not. Oh, it's Visalia. Alright, well, we can send these 3 Crows to capture the industrial complex there, and there's probably not going to be much supplies in here, so I don't think we need to have quite this many units guarding the flank. I'm going to start moving more towards the highway here, and we can keep on pushing further north. Right, let's send the tanks over here so we can attack Ventura. There we go, that's going quite nicely. That's been dealt with. We can send in the tanks and infantry around. We'll send in the tanks over there. They can maybe resupply a little bit along the way. You can go into Delano. We're getting some tank help here. But we're also being bombarded right now by the enemy, so you may want to get some repairs. And then we've got some more tanks approaching, I reckon. We've also got some crows approaching, so let's send them further north so we can probably take everything without too many issues. And those garrisons are already being weakened, so our infantry can probably win the fight without too many issues. Okay, we got more crows, we got some tanks, we got a lot more tanks actually. Let's entrench the tanks. And then we should be able to attack with the infantry and tanks to Visalia, then we can clean up the rest of this, go along all the way towards San Francisco. Okay, you can probably just take the Oxnard, and these can start moving slightly closer along the coast there. Do we have any more infantry that we can send in? We've got some elite forces over here, and I suppose we could use these. Then over here we've got some more tanks. I don't think we need that many in here. We've got tanks now ready to roll in, so let's send you there. These can entrench south of the town, and the others, all the tanks can... Well, they're already going to the southeast of the town, so this should be a pretty good offensive. Lost some territory. We haven't really lost a lot of units in this here. And how is the support now? 56%. Well, if we can keep this up, which I think we can. Let's get you over there. We've got the tanks over here now. I'm not entirely sure if they are resupply yet or not. They seem to be. So we can use them to capture those two in the meanwhile. Let's get you over there. We'll get the artillery slightly closer. There seems to be something in... Oh, right, we just didn't have the supplies. But now we destroyed the artillery there. You can get to Visalia. You can probably pull back a tiny bit and resupply. At least I hope so. So how many do we have here? 10. Is that going to be enough? That might just be enough. Hopefully that works correctly. Or are they going to entrench in there first and then... No, they are moving correctly. Good. There's only 4 garrisons. I think we have the firepower to push through. That, on the other hand, needs to pull back, but we've got tanks over here to take care of that pattern. Or not. Let's entrench more infantry over there, so you need to go get some repairs, which you are already doing. Oh, they got combat engineer vehicle over there. Alright then. Actually, we don't need to entrench you there, but I'm going to entrench you there in any case. So we should be able to get this underway. Santa Barbara, also, whatever it's called. Right. Get you into sea there. There's some units over there. I suppose what I could do is I could bring the artillery to start bombarding those units and eventually kill them. Get some more nice experience there, and then these infantry units can entrench into the town, and Hanford is going to be attacked rather soon. We did lose a garrison. Oh, it's probably the one next to... Oh, yeah. That same garrison has been destroyed so many times. So many times. Do we have any more troops around here? I suppose we should have some in San Antonio. Okay, so we'll just move the artillery. We can probably move some infantry up north now. Just start preparing for assault towards Kansas. And over here we did capture that, but we lost actually the surrounding areas there. We got some troops over here that are ready to start moving on the industrial complexes, so let's do that real quick. They got some mortars over there. Oh, right, because the supply depots, we are getting so much control of this that they can't move in the artillery closer anymore. Which is quite useful, to say the least. Now, the Crow can go back and repair. And Hanford is getting conquered little by little. We can probably move in these tanks over there. And the infantry over here is... Oh, we didn't quite destroy it. Where's the... Oh, they got a barracks over there, okay. Well, we've got a massive amount of infantry here. We must have a lot of combat time in there as well, I would assume. Let's move you down that way. We've got some tanks over here. Do we need to worry about them? Not necessarily. We don't have a lot of supplies in here, so we'll just move back to Delano. And then over here we can take Hanford finally. And do we have more crows there? We've got 3 over there. There's going to be a few garrisons in Reedley. What is their military approval rating right now? 54.4%. So it has kind of dropped still. But it is still over 50%, so that means that we still got work ahead of us. For the time being anyway, but we can probably move in a bit more tanks here. Have we repaired any more of the... We repaired some more of the infantry, but not the crows. Although we got another crow built there, and another one that was sent as reinforcement, so we'll just reinforce the stack here, and we can then start pushing further and further towards San Francisco. Problem. Oh, hello. That elite force needs to pull back. And it looks like we destroyed one of the units there. Oh, there is no town or anything there, so I don't think they have supplies. Or not much supplies, anyway. Right, let's get you entrenched in there. And with that, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. It was quite a successful episode, I would say. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!